Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Wawasee Warriors and your Triton Trojans Blue Swish. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Wawasee as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's game. Your cooperation and positive support are greatly appreciated. At this time, if you're not doing so already, we ask that you please rise and kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem by Triton senior Katie Riker. Thank you, Katie. And now let's meet the starters. First for the visitors, the Wawasee Warriors. A senior wearing number 4, Lucy Wilkinson. A senior wearing number 10, Mackenzie Ackelman. A senior wearing number 23, Ava Couture. Number 30, senior Molly Beer. And a senior wearing number 32, Olivia Horn. Wawasee is coached by Derek Gilreath and Jessica Barber. And now for your Triton Trojans. A junior wearing number 2, Sierra Holly. Number 4, a junior, Miley Rose. A freshman wearing number 5, Gracie Riffle. A senior wearing number 23, Nadia Stetler. And a senior number 32, Cindy King. The Trojans are coached by Ashli Faulkner and Lindsay Shively. The officials for tonight's contest are Crane Hearn, Jessica Harrison, and Tanya Hearn.
All right, and the starting lineup's out there for both teams. We get things underway as Sydney King settles in against Ava Couture. As Derek Gilreath in his 3rd season, 30 wins, a group pretty good down there on the floor for him here this season. A team that I think is really watching them on film and talking to some sources up there in Syracuse. They got something cooking up there. And a group that the Northern Lakes Conference better take notice because this Wawasee team is going to be really good when it comes time. As conference play and sectional play, this is going to be a real tough team. It's going to be a tough out. As Sydney King settles in. Final instructions. Ball's up. We're underway here from the Trojan Trench as Wilkerson has the basketball. Looking right, he's going to go to Hackelman. Up on top to Couture. Wilkerson goes down, Hackelman underneath and low block, blocked by King. And here comes that full court pressure defense, and Triton is going to throw it away. Up at the far side, there's Horn. Horn attack, stops on the left side of the block. Out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson to Couture. Now leaves it for Beer. Triton going to settle into their defensive look as Wilkerson tries a three off the mark. No good. Rebound there. Brought back there by, I believe, that was Horn. Wilkerson on the left wing. Leads it up top to Couture. Horn calls on for it on the side of the lane. Now she'll drive. Has a look at the left hand. Banks open. Couture strikes first.
And here's the big thing: is the Trojans getting this ball in and getting it, getting this across, and had a little issue there with Plymouth. But yeah,
Plymouth waiting patiently as Holly throws it away, and she's going to get called for the foul. That's one thing this Wawasee team really good. They really jump the passing lanes. They read the ball handler's eyes very well to jump and intercept those passes as Beer gets in the low block. Now feeds it to Horn. Back-to-back baskets for her. Holly goes to Riffle. Now up to Groves. Holly gets it. Trying to split the defenders. Here comes the trap. Now finds Riffle in the corner. Sydney King catch and shoot three on the way. Can't drop it in. Holly's put back is no good. Statler tries to fight for it, but gets it ripped it away there from Molly Beer.
Yeah, the biggest thing there, they got across half court there and just get that ball really, while everybody's kind of still at that half court line, take advantage of that mismatch.
Beer runs the baseline out of Wilkerson with the up fake. Drives, kicks out. Couture with the dribble drive. Wilkerson open outside the arc. Goes to Beer for three. Can't drop it in. Holly gets another rebound. Triton looking to get their first basket to drop in. Groves now. Put the play in motion. Takes Hackelman off the dribble. Outside to Holly, up on top to King. Statler calls for in the low block. Bank is closed. Good defense there by Molly Beer. Disrupted the shot enough. And back of the Warriors.
That was a nice, good look right there at that short jumper.
Triton Holly intercepts that one, and you're seeing those looks. Triton on the inside the arc in the paint need to be a little more consistent here. That's one spot where this group really needs to start to grow and get real strong down underneath. Holly drives, tries to feed it to Statler, goes underneath and draws her first foul. It looks like it's going to be on Horn. Or excuse me, my goodness, Beer. Been listening to Dawn too much. I can see the numbers too. So Molly Beer called for her first. Nadia Stetler to the line. Good on the first. Triton as a team this year 53% from the free throw line coming into today. Not a great number, but not a bad one either. At least you're above 50%. Stetler perfect on that trip. She tickles the twine on the second. Wilkerson goes to Hackelman. Warriors working it around the perimeter. Good feed down into Hackelman. Reaches up, feeds it down into Beer. Hits the side of the rim. No good, but it goes off of Beer, and Triton takes over.
That's a nice, good little play there. You got two shots, or two options underneath that basket, getting that shot off.
And that goes all the way back to Wilkerson. She's a lot of fun to watch. Knows where to place the ball, lead her teammates open. Sydney King tries to drive it and gets it tipped away. And back go the Warriors. Couture patrols the middle of the floor. Down to Hackelman. Catch and shoot runner. Can't drop it in. Horn goes back up and draws the foul. And that'll be Triton's third team foul. It's going to be on Gracie Riffle.
Triton foul is on number 5, Gracie Riffle. That's her first, team second.
So Horn good on the first. Horn tickles the twine on the second. And there, Wawasee going to turn the pressure up again to force the Triton turnover to work in their advantage. King works it right across, spoken to existence. Couture going to drive and gets it knocked away. It'll stay right here.
Triton substitution number 24.
Wawasee 2 points off of those 3 Triton turnovers here to start the game. Horn with the up, but she's going to, she kind of went where she went for it. Before she put the ball on the floor, kind of shifted those 2 feet before she took off. Travels the call. Ashli Faulkner making sure her voice is heard as Avery Veers checks in on behalf of Sydney King here to start. Triton's first substitution, I guess first substitution of the ball game. So near the halfway point here of the first quarter. Miley Groves lost her dribble, has to go somewhere with it, throws, and Hackman boxes out Avery Veers and takes it away. Hackman, she's quick in the fast break, leaves it for Horn, wants it back on the baseline, and there's Riffle to pick it up.
I anticipated that. That's been there a couple times, so she knew where to go for. Grab that, intercept that pass.
Finds Miley Groves, catch and shoot three to cut it. Can't drop it in. Stetler tracks down the rebound, left hand shot, no good. Rebound gets it again. She goes back up and gets that one to drop in.
Don't give up. You're right there. Just get that rebound, put her right back up.
Nadia's got no quit in her. She's a girl that's going to battle underneath. She's hungry for the basketball, and she never quits. Doesn't matter how covered she is. Always continues to fight. Beer, corner three on the way. Count it. Riffle scanning. Goes to Holly. Let's see if Triton can break the press here. Now to Riffle. Works it left. And Triton breaks the press. Now to Groves. Don't let your offense take shape. Down to Veers, but can't get it off the fingertips. Oh, going to stay. It stays here.
I think it got knocked out of her hand, and she didn't get a chance to grab it. So
this angle didn't look real good.
Yeah, I don't think her hand touched it. I think it was just off her outreach.
Riffle now goes outside to Holly on the right wing. Finds Veers inside the free throw line. She goes up, throws it up at the basket, and draws the foul. The Wawasee's second team foul. Foul's going to be on Beer.
So it's her second.
Well, I can't say that Abby's not watching because I'm getting my analysis from Tippecanoe.
That
Avery good on the first. It's like Abby said, she goes, the ball control and the press break is something that Triton really needs to get figured out. They said need to slow down and find the open person because this group here is very scrappy on defense. On offense, they'll be split either way. We'll see what they do here tonight. Here's off the mark on the second. 1 for 2 on that trip. The other night, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Hackelman works it to Couture, now to Wilkinson. Good up fake. Hackelman for three across the way. Can't drop it in, tipped around. And the shot there off the mark by McCreary, who just checked in a moment ago. Jump ball's the call, and Triton takes over. McKinney checks in, has to go somewhere with the basketball. Gives up to Stetler. Holly goes back to McKinney. Triton going to run out of time. They got to get moving.
Yep.
Now up. Now Holly breaks the press. Goes down to Veers, gets a tip by Hackelman.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that went off of Triton.
Yep. Got tipped and then.
And I think if you're looking from which direction you are, when Hackelman went to get a piece of it, Veers kind of got out there and kind of got her hand on it, kind of deflected. That's why the ball kind of changed direction.
Yeah, and from our shot up here, it was perfect view that we could see that, it did go off of Veers's hand.
And that's a tough one to get a read on. When depending on, like I said, it comes down to where your angle's at with the officials on the floor. Couture, catch and shoot, corner three. Too strong, didn't quite catch the rim. Stetler leaves it for Holly. Back the other way we go. Holly works in front of the scorer's table, now to the top of the key. Riffle calling for it in the corner. She'll try a catch and shoot three. Not off the mark, but there's Stetler to clean it up. Veers now gets the rebound back to Riffle. She'll try another one. Can't drop it again. McCreary boxes her out, and Couture gets the loose ball, and back go the Warriors. And Triton right there. Good ball movement, getting good looks. Just got to get him to drop in. Wilkinson trying to get it under control. Horn underneath and a foul call on the floor on Triton coming here.
A little bit of a reach in there.
I guess be the third team foul.
So Stetler's first.
So you're sitting here cross-armed.
I know.
I keep waiting for you to reach over for
I know.
For a mouse. I keep watching you do that.
Yep, I'm so used to that. But
Horn picks up her, I believe, 8th point here of the night. McCreary gets off the tip ball. Stetler now gets it back the other way. Triton doesn't have numbers, but good play by. Trying to watch this. Hackelman knocked it away. Triton fighting for it.
Oh.
So a double foul. It's going to be a jump ball. And Wawasee takes over, so Triton now picks up their 4th team foul, the 3rd team foul for Wawasee, as Wilkinson got called for the foul, and so did Avery Veers. So 7 fouls combined here.
Yep,
the first 6 minutes of the game.
You know, it's going to be a pretty aggressive game, so.
Coach Gilreath talking to the official. So the official talking to the scorers table. A little bit of a conference down here.
Just making sure everything was on their end down here.
Now Wilkinson back the other way they go. Inside 2 minutes to go here in the first. They lead by 6.
I think they wanted to verify that was going to be a jump ball with the possession arrow change then.
McCreary's 3 off the mark, no good. Gracie Riffle gets a defensive board and a foul call on the rebound on Wawasee. And it's going to be on Horn.
So her first.
Team's 4th. If it's any inclination of how this game is going to be physical or not, 8 fouls combined between the two teams.
In the first quarter.
And they weren't what you would call a ticky-tack foul.
No.
I mean, they're hard fouls. These two teams look for a physical night between these two schools. Holly up high to Veers. Veers has Stetler by herself underneath. Left hand, count it.
There we go.
Avery Veers, and that right there. No panic, move the ball up the floor.
And a lot of times, if they get up past that half court, they kind of a 2-on-3 or 1-on-3 that they can get that ball to the basket.
Couture now goes into the corner. Krull, who checks in for Wawasee a moment ago. She'll rotate up, and she gets on the right wing. Krull tries to go through, Triton winning a travel call. Couture now in the corner, pull-up jumper from the mid-range. Can't drop it in, look pretty, but couldn't quite get it to convert. Stetler leaves it in the middle for Veers. Dangerous pass, but Triton finds a way through. Up the floor, deep for Holly, who tries to track it down.
Tiptoed on that baseline.
Stetler for 2. Oh, can't quite drop it in.
Should
it goes
here.
out of bounds, and it will.
Yep, stays here with Trojans. A lot of these shots are just in and out, right around that rim. Just can't get them to fall down in.
Coach Faulkner with words of encouragement from Stetler from about a good 40, 50 feet away. It was a good look. That's what you want to see. They're going to wait. Oh, they're going to wait.
Nope.
They're not going to allow the substitution?
Can't well.
I guess not.
No, because they'd already handed
the ball. They already handed the ball. Yep. Here's now rolls right, goes to Riffle on the right wing, up on top to Holly. Trying a lot of motion here on this play. Now goes down into Veers underneath on the left block. Goes up strong with it. Can't drop it in. Hackelman with the rebound. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hackman exits the center circle to the right. Now goes to Couture. Across the top way from McCreary. Wilkinson gets it on the right wing. Couture calls for it in the corner. They'll work it back up on top. Now they're going to reset. Looks to hold for the final shot with 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wilkinson uses the screen. Kicks it outside. Now to Hackelman, corner 3. Can't drop it inside iron, no good. It's a fight for the basketball. Jump ball will be the call, and Avery Veers hangs on tight with that one as she battled with Emerson Krull. Now Sydney King will check in on behalf of Avery Veers. McKinney inbounds. Goes to Holly, 5 seconds on the clock. Holly up the floor. Here comes the trap. Has to go to Stetler. Running out of time. Riffle's going to throw it up. It's not enough time there, and it will not count. And Wawasee takes a 4-point lead into the second quarter. We'll take a break and be back here for the second quarter right after this.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here for the second quarter. Before things get underway, I have to give a little congratulations to my alma mater, for punching their ticket to Indianapolis for the first time in school. Warsaw is going to the state championship.
And wasn't it semi-state? First time semi-state.
First time semi-state. Bart Curtis, first time he's ever taken a team to state. And on the way there, this is really cool where I have some friends there that were telling me there were coaches that are over there at Warsaw were saying, to get there, they in sectional they had to beat number 1 Concord.
Yep.
And to get to semi-state, they had to beat number 2 Lafayette Jeff. And to get to state, they had to beat the number 3 team in the state in Maryville.
Yeah.
And now they get to take on the number 4 team in the state, Decatur Central.
And even North Judson, a friendly foe for the conference.
Yep, making it. So back to basketball here. Beer skips it across to Hackelman. Good feet underneath. Kral goes up with it. Banks open. Hackelman with the assist. And Wawasee strikes first here in the second quarter.
And that was a little more, you could tell, a little more stretched out offense for him.
McKinney throws it away, but somehow comes back away with the steal. Good job by her not to give up on the play. Groves now at the basketball, trying to dribble herself open. Goes to Riffle. Triton running out of time. Up the floor to King, just past the outstretched arm of Hackelman. But there's Nadia Stetler. Sydney King with the assist. And Triton really taking what the defense gives them. But you got to be careful because Hackelman almost got a piece of that.
Yeah, right there close. But
Hackelman, good feed to Horn. Can't drop it in. Riffle now back the other way. Looks, skips it to Groves across the way. She gets caught at the half-court line. She throws it back to Riffle. She has King in the corner. Back to Riffle. She'll try a 3. Count it, Riffle! Triton down by 1. And Triton on a little run of their own. 5 points here put up in the quarter. Horn underneath in the paint with the left hand, draws the foul. It's on Stetler, that's 2.
Yep, she just had a little bit of a reach there, but it'll be, I believe, on her second one. No. They called that on Groves.
Okay.
Yep, so Groves, so that's her first.
And I think Lindsay was thinking the same thing I was. She sent Avery back. Horn good on the first one. Now Holly and Veers both back in the game. So Riffle and Stetler get a break.
Number 2, Sierra Holly. Number 24, Avery Beers.
Horn now goes again, drops it in the bucket. Back to a 3-point ball game. Groves now at the basketball. Goes to Holly. Holly looking, scanning, has to go somewhere, finds McKinney. McKinney leads it to Holly. Wilkinson not giving her any room to breathe. Holly does not have a dribble. Someone's got to go to her. McKinney, top of the key, leaves it for Groves. Faulkner calling out the play from the coach's box here on the near side. Holly gets the handoff. Now to Groves. King trying to get possession on the left side of the block. Good job by Horn to deny it.
Yep.
Oh, and Beer going to get called for a foul. And that will that'll be the first team foul for them.
But that's her third.
It's a big foul for Wawasee.
Yep, so she's pretty much not going to see her anymore in this first half.
And Horn leading the team in points per game, just 11 points a game. She's got 58 points on the year. Oh, I'm sorry, Beer. My goodness. Wow. Oh. And Wilkinson
I think they
got tied up.
That was just more of a hook in the arm.
Holly got tossed there. Wilkinson, that just shows how strong she is. But Holly, just as tough and strong. Wants it right back. Now the junior guard will set her offense. Wilkinson not giving her any room to breathe. Lost her dribble now. Someone's got to go to her. Finds Groves, top of the key. Hackelman stuck to her. Veers calling for it in the high post. Working herself, trying to clear up some space. Holly leaves it for McKinney. Now down to Veers. And Veers on the get fouled by, I believe, McCreary.
If that's the case, that would be her first. Yep, that'll be her first foul. Team's third.
We said 8 combined fouls in that first quarter. 12 combined in the game, and Veers gets the and one opportunity. McCreary going to call for back-to-back fouls.
Fouls on McCreary, that's her second. Avery Beers at the line for the 3-point play. And for Wawasee,
McCreary tough defender, coming off the floor to those two fouls. It's now Wawasee with 3 players with 2 fouls and 1 with 3. Fears converts the 3 points the old-fashioned way and ties it at 15. Wilkinson now with the basketball, goes to Couture. Hackelman in the corner, up on top to Crawl. Leaves it for Couture. Hackelman distributes it to Wilkinson. Good movement by Wawasee. Hackelman for 3. Again, gets the lead right back.
Good bounce on that one. Got it to drop in.
A good ball movement for the Warriors opening up that one.
That gets her first points.
Holly fighting through, tries to lead it, but Horn with a nice defense on her own knocks it right back to her. Wawasee 2-on-2 fast break, but they're going to get a carry.
Yep.
Or double dribble, rather. And Triton takes over. Groves now goes to Holly. Works it here to the near side to the left. Now back to the middle. Veers gets it tipped, knocked right back to Holly, who was there patiently waiting. Backs up into the center circle, works to the right, uses the screen from Veers. Holly stops in the short corner, tries to feed it to Veers. Too low of a pass. Veers somehow picks it up off the ground. Miley Groves for 3. Can't get that one to hit in. And Silas and Caden almost got involved. You know, Silas is there. He could have caught that.
Yep, he could reach over there and grab that.
He wouldn't run the camera. Wilkinson goes over to Hackelman. Good feed to Horn. Horn underneath. Let's see him working it around, all the way around the perimeter. Hackelman from the corner 3, no good. And Horn fighting for the offensive rebound. Jump ball's the call, and Triton takes over. Riffle and Stetler check in on behalf of King and McKinney.
Number 5, Gracie Riffle. And number 23, Nadia Stetler.
And Coach Faulkner just throwing a lot of
Keeping them fresh.
keeping them fresh, really keeping those legs fresh out there on the floor, because tonight depth is going to be real important between for either side here tonight.
Nope.
And Triton tries to track it down. They say it's going to stay here with Triton. Groves now inbounds from in front of the Wawasee bench. Out of ears. She takes off. Goes up. Banks open.
Gets another one.
Another and one opportunity there. Well, Abby
Fouls.
made fun of me.
Fouls on Crawl, so that's going to be her first.
Well, she said when I talked about that low pass from Sierra, she says she had to pass low on that one. When someone towers over top of you, well, duh.
Yeah.
Hackelman now with a 1 point. Did they put those points in the wrong spot? I would say the points are wrong. It should be a 1 point ball game.
Scoreboard, John.
Yep. I think they're fixing it down there. Yep.
No, they're not.
Well,
Steve's still watching.
he's looking.
Now there we got it. Now we get a foul call.
There we go. They got it fixed on the scoreboard. So now our broadcast scoreboard should be correct.
Number 24, Avery Veers.
Veers going to pick up the foul. Be her third.
Her third, team second.
That hasn't updated in a while.
Yeah.
We got her down for 2, but well, they got him down for
They
3.
got 3 on the board.
Couture rattles that one home. Leads back to 3. Groves now drives on the baseline, stops, goes back to Stetler. Now to Holly. Leaves it for Groves, top of the key. Now they got to fix. Veers does have 2 fouls as well,
Okay.
as I was concerned.
Yeah.
3-pointer, switch Sid for another one. Ties it at 20. Back and forth we go here in the first half. Only one lead change, several ties. 2 ties. Horn tries to thread the needle, and she'll go to the line for 2.
The biggest thing for the Trojans, hey, yeah, you fought back, you got it tied, but don't forget how you got back to tied, because sometimes you get, oh, I got to relief, I got it back to tied, but not just keep on going with that momentum.
Horn shot on the way, back iron too strong. Score still even on the scoreboard. She'll attempt the tie-breaking free throw here. Tickles the twine. 1 point ball game. I gotta start paying attention to my phone here, apparently. Let's get my analysis. All in the outside. Inside 3 minutes to go here before halftime. Holly misses the screen. Leads it down to Stetler, but Horn knocks it away. Wawasee in transition. Horn all the way through. Takes it coast to coast. Now retreats out. Goes to Hackelman to Wilkinson. Hackelman by herself. Tries a three. In and out. Tipped around. Couture tries to save it. Holly reaches up and takes it away. Leads the team in steals on the season. Very good defensive player for Triton. Hackelman shows why she's a defensive tough one as well. Reaches and knocks it away. McKinney checks in for Miley Groves. Gabby said Triton did a nice job in that first quarter, taking some really good shots. Wawasee doing a good job picking off passes. But Triton really kind of slowing down those passes a little bit. Get them on point. Riffle with the runner, blocked by Couture. Hackelman gets the loose ball, and a foul call on Triton. Their 14th foul.
I think Riffle's going to pick up her second.
Now Lydia Hammond to check in. Holly going to get a break. And Holly putting in the work. Wilkerson goes to Couture. She'll drive.
Yep. She did a little stutter step coming to a stop.
Still a 1 point ball game. Minute 42 to go here in the second. Now it goes to Hammond. Back to McKinney. Up to Riffle. Got to get going. Got to get going.
Yep, getting pretty close.
Riffle breaks it. Wilkinson, some good tight defense on the freshman. McKinney now with it. Look at McKinney drive to the basket. Chloe McKinney.
Another and one.
And Triton takes their first lead of the ball game with that one. And the foul going to get called on Kroll.
It'll be her second. Team's, of course, fifth. So now the bonus will be in effect for the rest of this second quarter.
McKinney can't convert. Couture gets the rebound. So Triton by one. First lead change of the ball game. Triton once trailed by 6. Wilkinson goes to Hackelman. Now to Couture. Couture drives the baseline, throws it away, but they're going to get fouled underneath by Sydney King.
Yep, she kind of put her arm into her, more pushing out of bounds.
And now they're in the bonus. So 2 free throws come for Couture. I always love Sydney King's attitude. She'll sit there, and even if she makes a mistake, she just smiles real quick and just, well, oh well.
So that's her first.
So Couture off on the first one. This is the second missed free throw for Wawasee. Couture good on the second, ties it at 22. Inside a minute to go now. Holly feeds it up to Hammond. Gets it knocked away from Couture. Hackman turns it around in a hurry. Hackman looks to attack, goes to Horn with the left hand and draws the foul. And one opportunity coming for Wawasee.
So it'll be another one down on this end. So Hammond's going to pick up her first.
Worse in the bonus. Horn gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. 3 points now separate the two teams. McKinney up the floor to Hammond. Now to Stetler. Triton's going to have to try to find a way to break the press here. Hammond up the
Ooh, that was close.
Now she's got to feed it. Goes to Holly. Holly trying to get freed up. Hackelman trying to knock it away. Sydney King now with the basketball. Hands off to Holly. And Hackelman doing a nice job fighting through screens to get freed up. Sydney King on the way. Oh, can't drop it in. Couture gets the rebound. And now goes to Wilkinson. Inside 20 seconds to go. Wawasee by 3 here before halftime. Wilkinson goes to Kroll. Back to Wilkinson. Works it around. Feeds it to Horn with the left hand. Goes up. Can't drop it in. 7 seconds. McKinney's got it now. 5 on the clock. Hammond up the floor to Holly at the buzzer on the way. Can't quite connect. And Triton will trail by 3 into the halftime locker room. This first half has been back and forth in a dogfight. I hope we see the same thing in the second half.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is, they was down by, you said 6 points, got back
6,
up,
yep.
got it up there, got a point ahead. And then, of course, this three-point deficit going in here at half.
But 29 points combined there in that second quarter between the two teams. Triton putting up 15 points to Wawasee's 14.
Of course, Stetler there was 5 points.
8.
Oh, 8 points. I got to read the right thing over there. 8 points. Veers with 6. Riffle and King each with 3. And McKinney with 2.
You got 3 players with 2 fouls with Veers, Riffle, and I believe Miley Groves.
Yep. And then for Wawasee there, Horn there with 14 points. Hackelman,
Couture, and
Couture and Beer all with 3. Kroll with 2, but then Beer had to set out a lot of that second quarter, picking up that third foul. But then you got Wilkerson and Kroll each with 2, and Horn with 1. Owen McCurry also having that second foul. And as far as team stats, there, field goals 8 of 23 compared to 8 of 26. 3-pointers just 2 of 8 for the Trojans, 2 of 10 on the Wawasee side. Free throws been there quite a bit here already. That's first 4 of 7 compared to 7 of 9. Rebounds even there at 12. Turnovers 12 to 8, and of course that was their total team fouls of 10 apiece.
All right, so we'll take a break. Be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
to Couture. Wilkerson goes down, Hackelman underneath and low block, blocked by King. To Couture. Wilkerson goes down, Hackelman underneath and low block, blocked by King. Horn calls on for it on the side of the lane. Now she'll drive, has a look at the left hand, banks open. Horn calls on for it on the side of the lane. Now she'll drive, has a look at the left hand, banks open. To intercept those passes as Beer gets in the low block. Now feeds it to Horn, back-to-back baskets for her. Intercept those passes as Beer gets in the low block. Now feeds it to Horn, back-to-back baskets for her. Rebound left hand shot, no good. Rebound gets it again. She goes back up and gets that one to drop in. On the rebound left hand shot, no good. Rebound gets it again. She goes back up and gets that one to drop in. Always continues to fight. Beer, corner three on the way. Count it. Always continues to fight. Beer, corner three on the way. Count it.
I know.
I keep watching you do that.
Yep, I'm so used to that. But
I know. I keep watching you do that.
Yep, I'm so used to that. But
Veers has Stetler by herself underneath, left hand, count it.
There we go.
Avery Veers, and that right there. Has Stetler by herself underneath, left hand, count it.
There we go.
Avery Veers, and that right there. Across to Hackelman, good feet underneath. Crawl goes up with it, banks open. Hackelman with the assist. Across to Hackelman, good feet underneath. Crawl goes up with it, banks open. Hackelman with the assist. The outstretched arm of Hackelman, but there's Nadia Stetler. Sydney King with the assist. The outstretched arm of Hackelman, but there's Nadia Stetler. Sydney King with the assist. Riffle. She'll try a three. Count it, Riffle. Triton down by one. Riffle. She'll try a three. Count it, Riffle. Triton down by one. 12 combined in the game, and Veers gets the and one opportunity. 12 combined in the game, and Veers gets the and one opportunity. Wawasee, Hackelman for three, and gets the lead right back.
Good bounce.
Wawasee, Hackelman for three, and gets the lead right back.
Good bounce.
Out of Veers, she takes off, goes up, banks open.
Gets another one.
Out of Veers, she takes off, goes up, banks open.
Gets another one.
Down for two, but well, they got him down for three.
Three on the board.
Couture rattles that one home. Down for two, but well, they got him down for three.
Three on the board.
Couture rattles that one home.
Yeah.
Three-pointer, switch Sid for another one. Ties it at 20.
Yeah.
Three-pointer, switch Sid for another one. Ties it at 20. Riffle with the runner blocked by Couture. Hackelman gets the loose ball and a foul call on Triton. Riffle with the runner blocked by Couture. Hackelman gets the loose ball and a foul call on Triton. Drive to the basket, Chloe McKinney.
Another and
drive to the basket, Chloe McKinney.
Another and
goes to Horn with the left hand and draws the foul, and one opportunity coming for Wawasee. Goes to Horn with the left hand and draws the foul, and one opportunity coming for Wawasee.
So it'll be another. Yeah.
All right, welcome everyone back here to the terrace of the Trojan Trench. Andy O'Hara alongside me here tonight. Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer O'Ryan Lowe. We got Abby on remote support for us here tonight. Caden and Silas, our student team, working on the sidelines here this evening as Wawasee leads here by 3 as we're broadcasting live on YouTube in the IHSAA Champions Network. As Wawasee getting ready to set back for them, the big thing was Beer with those 3 fouls. These two teams combined, for both of them, 10 fouls apiece there in that first half. This is going to be a very physical game, but if you're Triton, you got to come out with your foot on the gas and play as much mistake-free basketball as you can here to start the second half.
You know, like you say, those fouls coming up there. So, you know, Beer having those 3, but you got several players on each team with those 2. So coming out here in this third quarter, you pick up that third foul right off the bat, you know, you're going to set for just a little bit.
And like Abby says, she wants to see this group here really grow here going into the third quarter. With that same fight and resilience they showed that they had there in that first half. Like we said, down by 6, found a way to get the lead there in the second quarter.
That's always been, like say, the thing when they come out here after halftime, something like they just lost what they had built in that second quarter.
Beer receives the ball, skips it across the way. Couture, corner 3 out of the locker room. Can't get that one to connect. Riffle with the rebound. These two teams, 4 points off of turnovers for either side. 8 points coming from the bench for Triton in that first half. Abby said keep an eye on Beer. May come out after sitting there for a long time. Someone might heat up in a hurry. Riffle dribbles, but good defense by Hackelman disrupts the dribble. And back go the Warriors. Faulkner trying to get her defense fired up. Couture gets it to Beer in the corner. Wilkinson tries her first look of the game. Can't drop it in. Stepped around. Sydney King is the recipient of the defensive rebound. Riffle now with a jab step, trying to get some separation. Wilkinson has been a good tight defender all game, and Triton will take the first time out of the game here with 57 seconds gone here in the to start the third quarter.
Yeah, everybody's saying is she could see the time ticking on that half court, and it just wasn't getting set up to get the ball moving. So get it taken care of right now.
And after this group, you know, coming out, you're seeing some solid stuff on the defensive side really making a difference. You're getting those loose balls. You're getting those hustle plays. Now you got to convert them to points. But this is a Wawasee team that it's a sleeping giant. You've got to take as much advantage as you can because this is a very solid team down here to our left. Let's see what Triton draws up out of the 30-second timeout. So Triton breaks it. Holly now, Wilkinson sticking to her tightly.
Oh.
Wilkinson reaches, gets it across. Good defensive play by her. Lost the basketball. Groves picks it up off the loose ball. Wilkinson going to track her down. Wilkinson showing off the conditioning, moving well across the floor as King gets it at the top of the key. Now goes to Holly. She'll set the table. King denies, fighting in the high post. Horn battling. King pull-up jumper, can't drop it in. Holly gets the rebound and draws the foul. And if that's on Beer, that's 4.
She kind of put her hands up, kind of like it.
Oh, they're going Hackelman.
Nope.
If you're Wawasee, that's a sigh of relief because that's Hackelman's first foul. Because Beer's sitting down there, she's looking like, oh.
Oh, yeah, she thought for sure that was going to be her.
And Holly gets the first one to drop, and Avery Veers will check in for Sydney King. And Sydney King not one to come off that floor. Quick conference with Coach Shively down there on the bench. And Holly tickles the twine on the second, cuts the lead to 1. Wawasee to set up their offense. Wilkinson goes to Hackelman. Now to Beer. Back to Wilkinson. Couture top of the key, goes back to Wilkinson. Now she'll try a 3. It looks good. Can't drop, just to the right of the rim. And a foul on the rebound on Wawasee. Triton gets the basketball.
Yeah, the two of them just kind of sandwiched her.
And it will be on Hackelman.
So her second one pretty quick after picking up that first one.
And Wawasee going to turn up the pressure. All 10 players on the floor are on the left side, or to our left. And Triton patiently bringing the ball up the floor. Here comes the double team. Down to Veers. Good find by Miley Groves.
Nice
Triton's
lob.
out in front.
Nice lob underneath.
And that was a smart play by Miley. Was feeling that pressure coming from the left side and saw the underneath open up. Good play there between those two. Wilkinson top of the key with the up fake. Now goes to Hackelman. Hackelman lost it. Riffle got a piece of it. A look pass down into Horn. Good move underneath. Banks open.
Nice, good movement there.
Smart to use that spin move to free herself up to get a good free look. Now goes to Riffle. Breaks the press. Now goes to Groves on the left wing. Groves elects to drive. Stops with on the left elbow. Feeds it down to Veers underneath. Veers battling. Draws the foul. And if it's on Beer, that's 4.
And it is.
Wawasee foul, number 30, Molly Beer. That is her 4th.
You know, Molly Beer averaging, well, this was going into last night because I didn't get the updated stats today. Averaging about 2 personal fouls a game, but right now with 4. And that's a key player for Wawasee that's headed to the benches. But, hey, you got McCreary who came in. She provided some nice support there in that first quarter.
Yeah, they coming in, taking over, and did pretty good for filling in.
Beers in and out on the second one. Still the lead is the 1 for the Warriors. Down to McCreary. Goes to Hackelman. Down to Wilkinson. Got to keep an eye. Couture's feeds it to Horn, but Horn's going to spin. Didn't get a chance to put on the floor. Had the right idea. Just spun without putting the ball on the floor. Although if you watch NBA, that would have been a legal play.
Yeah, there'd been no problem. Spun around and shot it and took a couple steps while you went. No problem.
Rose across the half-court line, tries to lead it, but Hackelman reads the play, and Avery Veers gets in there, and they're going to get a foul call.
Veer's going to pick up her third. Team's first.
Triton substitution number 32, Sydney King.
Wilkinson now with a 1-point lead across the half-court line. McCreary up on top. Hackelman goes to Wilkinson. Got to McCreary. Couture leading through, trying to throw it away. Wilkinson tracks down the loose ball. Now to Hackelman. Hackelman drives the lane, skips it across to Couture. Catch and shoot three. Can't connect. Horns put back is good. Banks open. 3-point ball game. Riffle. Oh, missed time communication, but Sierra Hawley fighting for it. Gets the jump ball. Trying to hang on to it. So possession error will flip. Trying with her starting lineup out there on the floor. As Hawley gets it. Inside the halfway point here in the third quarter. 8 points combined between the two teams here to start the half. Groves now scanning. Riffle calling for it across the way. Now King feeds it to Hawley, but throws it just to the side over, and Wilkinson intercepts it. Wilkinson back the other way in transition. Got Hawley, or got Stedler to leave her feet. Now to Couture by herself for three. Extends it to 6.
That's just her, yep, 3. So 6 points. But they're shooting just, what, 3?
So the team shooting 3 of 15 from beyond the arc. Just changed. Triton's got to continue to battle. And Hawley's lost her dribble, and then McCreary takes it away. Up to Couture. Here comes Nadia Steller trying to get a swing at it. Now an 8-point lead. That's the largest of the game for the Warriors. And Triton takes their second timeout. They will have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, so we're kind of afraid here on this coming out here and then this after halftime. Wawasee's put up 9. Triton's putting up just those 4. So getting that behind her coming out.
You know, I'm watching Faulkner. I'm sorry, I was listening to you talk about watching her. And she's telling this group, we're not going to do this, guys. We've got to continue to battle.
Yep.
You know, if you go off the first 3 minutes here of this quarter, Triton's battled with them. They've kind of been back and forth. They got themselves back in the front with the lead. And, you know, Wawasee showing off their grit and toughness, got the lead back now with the largest lead of 8. Here going on a 7-0 run? 9-0 run? 9-0 run if you – yeah, 9-0 run because they were up by 1. So – had to do some quick math. Wes told me to start using my flashcards last night. But you look at here, but at Triton, this is where you've got to dig deep. This is where you've got to learn. You know, granted, you can't win the season here in the first month of the season. You can't. You're not going to win sectionals playing here tonight. But yet you have to learn how to grow in this tough moment.
You know, like this, Wawasee's not been putting that big pressure, full court pressure on like they did. It's more of a token pressure, kind of everybody kind of backing off as they're coming across. So they need to recognize that and get down here. Because they're kind of clogging everything up and giving them a chance.
But Triton needs to settle down, let their offense open up. We've seen them patient here tonight. Got to put the ball on the floor and let this offense open up. Wilkinson again with some tight defense. Hawley quickly up the floor, trying to avoid the trap, and she does. She goes to the baseline. Here comes the double team and hands it off to Groves. Groves drives. Kicks it to Riffle, but Hackelman's there to intercept it. Hackelman 1-on-2 fast break. She'll drive the left hand. It's up, and it's good. 10-point ball game. And just like that, an 11-0 run for the Warriors. Hawley uses the screen. Triton needing a basket on this possession to stop the run. Knocked away.
We'll get some of the varsity boys over there. Get to see them next Wednesday night starting out.
Let's see them the other night for the scrimmage. The girls need to take a page out of their book, win the quarter.
Yep.
Try to win the quarter here. Riffle for 3. Counted for Riffle, and Triton stops the run.
So that gets Riffle 6 points, her second three-pointer.
Trying now 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. Wilkinson rolls left, goes to Couture. Got a look. Hackelman's in the corner. McKinney and Steller keeping a close eye on Horn in the post. Horn's got it. Oh, Hackelman by herself, a free look. It's good. The assist to Horn. Timeout for Wawasee. They'll use their first timeout. Of course, one more. We got 2 more games before Thanksgiving. One for the girls, one for the boys, and after that, you bet you're going to start putting the mileage on.
Yep, because we won't see this gym very much at all in that December time period.
Not until December 7th, I believe, for the girls.
Girls is back when they're
North Miami.
And then the boys will have that Oregon Davis game there next Wednesday, and then won't be back into this gym till December 20th, I believe, with Winnemac.
I don't have their schedule in front of me.
Everything else is going to be a Plymouth, Northwood, Lakeland Christian, Pioneer. All those will be away games.
Pioneer and Culver are battling tonight in the Hoosier North. Manchester's at Winnemac. North Miami's at Bluffton, and Oregon Davis is at Knox. Of course, right now, Winnemac leading the conference with 2 wins, 4-1 record. And Oregon Davis right now with the best record in the best total record in the conference, with standing at 5-1. So Oregon Davis really taking some big leaps forward this season. Last couple years been tough for the Bobcats, but yet finding some traction here this season.
Well, they got a conference to be in now, so they want to make their presence known.
Groves on the outside, drives to the top of the key off the foot of Hackelman. No kick ball call. Up the floor now to Horn. Horn gets it ripped away from McKinney, and Riffle can't pick it up off the hardwood, and it goes out of bounds. And that's what Coach Faulkner says. You guys got to be vocal. Gilreath telling the same thing to his girls out there. Hackelman gets it knocked away from Holly, and she can't quite corral it in. Just a little over a minute to go here in the third quarter. 9 points separate the 2 teams. Horn to Krull. Back to Hackelman. Obviously working it around the perimeter. Horn trying to get freed up, just patrolling the paint. Trying clogging the drain there underneath, not giving any looks.
Yeah, they're not going to let anything happen inside that blue area.
But Hackelman takes the 3, can't drop it, back iron. Horn gets the rebound, and now she's going to fight through traffic and can't get the N1 opportunity to drop. She goes to the line for 2.
Not sure which one they're really going to go because there's 2 arms went flying each way. So McKinney's going to pick up her first. Team's second.
And now Horn back to the line, been there 6 of 7 tonight. And I just jinxed her. I do apologize. I looked down and I couldn't stop myself. But she's got 18 points. I mean, she's been really a force. Gets the second one to tickle the twine, so adjust there. 1 for 2 on that trip. Now goes to Groves. Feeds up to Holly. Holly calls the play. 36 seconds to go. Out of Groves. Good defense by Couture to fight through the screen. Couture falls to the floor. Triton's got numbers, has a settler underneath, and we're going to get foul call on Horn, I believe. Got tripped up.
Yep, so that's going to be her second. Team's fourth.
12.4 to go here. Triton does not need to be in a hurry to get a shot off. Just need to let it develop. Out of Groves. 5 seconds. Now you got to turn up the heat a little bit. Holly now going to have to get a shot up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds at the buzzer. Can't drop it in. Oh, they're going to say the FAR official, and they're going to say no shot.
Nope. I think it was kind of on her tips.
And now if Holly's would have rolled in, that one would have counted, but unfortunately the tip was just a fraction behind the red light going off. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. Wawasee leads by 10.
So, 14 points put up for Wawasee in that third quarter. Triton just got 7 in that stanza.
And if you're Triton right now, you have to win this fourth quarter. Regardless of what's on the scoreboard right now, you have to win this fourth quarter because they've been in contention. They won the second quarter, which is outstanding. But yet they were to start that 11-0 run by the Warriors. Really is the separate.
Yep, right where we're at.
And that's something that this Warrior team's capable of, is going on runs. This is a very disciplined team. I mean, this is a group they're going to stay. They're going to let their defense really feed the offensive side.
Yep, just keep clicking, and when what's working just don't really change much.
Abby hasn't given any analysis yet, so I double-checked my phone before the third quarter got started. Of course, Horn leading with those 19 points, but you look down, those two teams are pretty even with those turnovers. With Triton now 19 turnovers. They've got to clean it up here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I say that they're not really having to put that full court press in, so just work getting past it.
But you look what Wawasee has done here in the second half. It was tied 4 points apiece on turnovers. They got 7 points off of turnovers there in that third quarter.
Yep, and that's where that difference of that 7-14 scoring in that third quarter.
So we'll see what the second quarter
of the second half.
The second quarter of the second half. Oh my gosh! I need to take a nap. I'm just maybe it's just the regression of the game earlier today. You never know. Although Don didn't mess any names up today, though.
Oh, no.
I'm doing it for him tonight. Wilkinson past the half-court line. Wawasee starts with the basketball. Beer's still sitting with those 4 fouls. So they go to Wilkinson with the up fake. She drives, feeds it to Hackelman, who flashes through the middle, goes up and gets the first points here. And for Hackelman, that's her 9th point of the ball game. Now to Holly. Triton, big thing for them, just ignore the scoreboard, just go out and run your offense. Wawasee continue to doing here starting since the start of the third quarter. Riffle trying to find McKinney in the high post. Back door's closed. Hands it off to Riffle. Riffle step back 2. Oh, what a move, but can't get it to drop in. Put back by McKinney, draws the foul.
So Hackelman's going to pick up her third. Her team's first.
Oh, there's Abby's analysis. McKinney can't get the friendly bounce. But like she said, definitely not the worst third quarter of this. And they give that 11-0 run, but she says now they just got to get that sloppy. They got to get rid of that sloppy play and just really just come out disciplined. But she goes, and who's going to start us up? Who's going to be that player to fire us up? As McKinney 1 for 2 on that trip. Avery Veers to check in now with 3 fouls. But I like what Abby says there. Who's going to be the person to start this team up and fire them up now down 11?
Yep, they got working at it here. She's got somebody in there just to cheerlead and keep them going.
Someone's got to provide a spark. Crawl now goes to Wilkinson. Of course, trying 11 bench points here tonight. Now to Hackelman. Hackelman. Triton running the floor well on defense. Horn, but Wawasee with some impeccable ball movement. Wilkinson fakes the 3, goes to McCreary. She wants it back on the 3-point line. Horn continues to patrol the middle. But Triton, guys, cannot lose sight of Hackelman, who's just lurking there on the far side. Out of Wilkinson, long defensive stand here. Horn feeds it to Hackelman in the middle. She hits her own rebound underneath, but they're going to say she stepped on the baseline or a foul call.
Foul. I think it's going to be on Veers.
Oh, 23, so that's going to be on Stetler. And that'll be her second. Team's first. Oh, they said it's on Veers. But
I think.
I was going to say.
Yeah. They're fixing it now.
Stetler knocks it away, so Triton off the turnover, see what they can do here. They got to get going. Too slow out of the break there. Holly trying to get freed up. Gets it past the half-court line. She'll attack. Oh, miscommunication. McKinney saves it for the moment, but it goes off Stetler's leg, and she'll run into the official, and has the official and McKinney help her back to her feet. Sydney King checks in on behalf of Nadia Stetler, and Couture in the game now for McCreary. So we'll see how long Wawasee hangs on to Beer on the bench. 2 minutes and 2 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. See, I told Abby, just because you're home doesn't mean you can't provide analysis.
Yep.
Couture in the right wing. Nope. Knocked away from Holly. Holly, 1-on-2 fast break, splits the defenders with the right hand, draws the foul. But Sierra Hawley, that's the kind of hustle play there that fires up a team.
So Kroll's going to pick up her third.
It's a team second. And Sierra Hawley, as a leader, and you know, she may not say the most words on the floor, but she leads by example, and she's all business. But for her, she is one person who I think is very capable of getting this team fired up and leading them on a run. I think when she does that, everyone will follow. Connects, tickles the twine on the second. Now it's back to a 10-point ball game. Wilkinson, Triton's not down the floor. Horn gets a free look up the floor and makes Triton pay for that one. Triton slow to get back on defense, fell asleep there. Riffle now. Goes to King. King's got to get going. Hawley now with the basketball, guarded by Kroll. On the right wing, stops, puts on the brakes, goes up on top to Riffle. She'll try a three to cut it. Off the front iron, short of the mark. McKinney trying to track down the long offensive rebound and does. Wawasee matching their largest lead of the game with 12. Hawley rolls through the middle with the floater. It's there. Sierra Hawley with the big basket. Trying to get her shoe back under control there. And now Miley Grove's going to check in.
So I think Sierra might come out. She's kind of.
Sierra Hawley, one of the toughest human beings I know.
She's kind of limping just slightly.
That was a hard drive to the basket.
Yep. Thumped her knee or something.
I need to keep the intensity up here and cutting that lead back to 10. Need to make a stop and go on a run. Beer now checks in with those 4 fouls. Wilkinson drives with the dribble drive, spinning in the lane, kicks it out to Horn. Now to Hackelman. Goes to Beer. Sydney King tight. Look at the runner by Wilkinson, the left hand. Avery veers to the defensive board.
If they're smart to look, there's somebody who's lurking behind.
Trying doing a nice job cleaning the boards tonight. 20 rebounds for this group. Beer stops, now goes. Sydney King calling for a try with a saw in time. Wilkinson was slow to switch. King off the screen, flashes on the free throw line. Groves now doesn't have a dribble. Now goes to Riffle. She'll try a three. Riffle connects from the right wing. Lead now cut to 7. Inside the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Triton needs to continue the intensity defensively if they want to get back in this ball game. Wilkinson works it right to Beer on the right side. Beer scanning, waits for Horn to get freed up. Now Couture on the left wing. Now it's starting to get some life here from the Triton fans. Horn now on the right wing, feeds it down into Couture. Couture fadeaway jumper, draws the foul, and one opportunity. Absorbed the contact, threw it high enough off the window where it dropped in.
So Riffle's going to pick up her third, team second.
Couture trying to erase that big three-pointer from Gracie Riffle. So Hawley back in the game on behalf of Miley Groves. And Couture does just that, erases that three-pointer. Back to a 10-point ball game. Now to McKinney. And McKinney doing a nice job tonight, moving the basketball, really being patient and calm when it comes to moving it. King hands it off to Hawley. Partially tipped by Couture. 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Tipped by Wilkinson. Tough defensive player there for the Warriors. Back they go. Wilkinson attacks. Good drive. Good footwork. Kicks it out to Beer. One more pass to Hackelman. Now she'll try the dribble drive. No look pass to Horn in the corner, but she'll take off before she puts on the floor. Travel is the call. Stetler now checking in on behalf of Sydney King. The starting 5 out there for Wawasee with Hackelman, Wilkinson, Beer, Horn, and Couture. Riffle, Stetler, Hawley, Veers, and McKinney, the 5 for Triton. Up to McKinney.
That was one of those things.
Wilkinson comes in, knocks it away. Triton fans wanting a foul call. I think a good no call. Wilkinson attacked the basketball. Holly dribbles into the paint, gets stuck, tries to lead it. Beard knocks away. There's Riffle to get the loose ball. Riffle now attacks. Gets freed up, tries to get herself some separation. Stetler swings and knocks it out of bounds. Now Faulkner says, come on, defense. We got to play full court. We can't.
Can't just let them take their time coming up.
Look at Riffle knocks it away, and that's exactly why. You've got to pressure. You got to get some pressure on this defense. You're down by 10 with 2:22. You're not out of the ball game quite yet. That's what Faulkner says. I want you guys to keep continuing to battle. Now goes to Wilkinson. Wilkinson up the floor. Veers has got the tracker down in the underneath and tries to do so, but Wilkinson with the left hand, high out the window, leads back to 12. Holly now Triton's got to get going in a hurry. You can't just be patient here. Got to make up 12 points here in 2 minutes. Holly on the outside, trying to get freed up. Goes to Riffle. Hackelman to pick her up. McKinney continuing to battle, trying to get freed up. Gets freed up. McKinney, machine gun McKinney. Relentless in her pursuit to the basket.
Yep, nice, good fall coming around that hook and good shot.
Veers underneath, deflects it.
And that
goes Triton.
They're taking the ball right to Veers, knowing her having those 3 fouls.
Holly trying to find somewhere to go, though. Someone's got to come to the with the basketball, and it's McKinney. McKinney again drives to the basket. Stop, gets it knocked away from Horn. Veers will drive, and she'll get tripped up. And a foul call here, and if it's on Beer, she's done.
Wawasee fouls on number 30, Molly Beer.
And Molly Beer is done. That's 5 fouls.
And she's going to leave with 3 points.
Team's third.
Tough night there for the Wawasee senior, but yet so McCrary will check in for her. Minute 21 to go in the ball game. Warriors by 10. Riffle now. Waits, finds McKinney in the corner. Goes to Holly. Now to Riffle. Riffle drives, goes with the floater, blocked by Hackelman. Veers keeps it alive, but swats into the student section.
A little bit of volleyball action there.
No, I didn't get to call sectionals due to some other things going on. Still got a few of those vocabulary left. Is Wilkinson with the right hand, banks it in. Lead back to 12. Veers going to throw up the floor, finds McKinney. McKinney driving against McCreary. McKinney drives again. McKinney, machine gun McKinney again, relentless with another pursuit. Wilkinson up the floor, inside 50 seconds. Drops it down. Horn. And we're going to get a foul call as Wilkinson knocked to the ground. And slow to get up. Hit the ground hard. And Eric Callahan Triton's athletic trainer gonna go over, hope Wilkinson's okay. Took a hard fall there. These two teams have been physical back and forth. Really hope Lucy Wilkinson's okay. She wants to her feet. Glad to see her get up. Yeah, give her a hand. That's a tough competitor right there. Lucy Wilkinson says, I'm not done tonight. Or Wilkerson, she says she's not done tonight. She stays on the floor. Gun McKinney again, relentless with another pursuit. Tough fall there. McKinney going back and watching it again. Wilkinson up the floor, inside 50 seconds. Drops it down. Horn. I think she found a wet spot and just slid it. Foul calls Wilkinson knocked to the ground.
Nadia had her hands up and they kind of hit in her arms, but I think she more slipped on her feet, looks like.
Hit the ground. But glad she's okay and up on her feet. You never want to see players get hurt. So not sure why officials are talking here.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Like I said, there's nothing really malicious there. You know, I know there's a lot of physicality, but if we go off the instant replay, what we just looked at on our end.
Yeah, they more just tied up in their arms up above. They're still.
I think. Yeah, and I think they're, and that's what we were just talking to our left is this may be considered a technical foul. I think of the long conversation. We'll see what the official says.
They are going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul, but no technical is warranted. And I think that's a good call. If you go back and watch that play there, yeah, their arms collided, but from what you can see is Wilkerson just kind of lost her footing.
Yeah, it was more of she was kind of in the air when she got her arms tied up with Stetler, and just kind of as she come down, her feet wasn't straightly underneath her, and just kind of more of a slip and fall down.
But Wilkerson now, wants to do the inbound. It's a lot of time to race there, 45.2, 10 points separate the two teams. Wawasee looking for their 6th win of the year, back-to-back. Knights looking for the 2 wins, looking for 2 wins back-to-back here. Wilkerson goes to Hackelman. Now to Horn, fakes it right, keeps a hold of it, now Riffle fouls. So Triton are going to try to get as many fouls as they can here. Earlier tonight, that's kind of what the JV did. They lost by 5 earlier tonight. Sophie Howell led the team with 8 points on the evening.
Riffle, that picked up her 4th.
So got to be mindful of the fouls here. Wilkerson looking to inbound, goes high to Couture. Good pass by Wilkerson. An inbound assist. Wilkinson, I don't know why it says Wilkerson. Stetler with the runner. Can't get the line drive shot to drop. Couture gets the rebound, now goes to Wilkinson. Up the floor she goes. And she'll put on the brakes and going to dribble it out as Wawasee going to improve to 6-1 on the year. Trying to fall now to 0-6. But yet tonight, if you want to talk, I know there's no such thing as a moral victory.
No.
But tonight the effort was there, trying to put up their season high of 40 points. This is a group that there's – you didn't go the distance, but yet you went some solid time. If Wawasee doesn't go on that 11-0 run there in the 3rd quarter, but Triton almost won that 4th quarter. They're putting up 11 points. I mean, for them, they've got to continue to progress, but yet the growth is there. Yeah,
they say you didn't get that big as lull coming off that into that 3rd quarter, but they almost had that. Well, they're one part of it, that 4th quarter, they was winning the 4th quarter here till right here at the end, but still just those 2 points shy on that 4th quarter, but still coming down here with this 12-point loss.
But tonight, they're probably their best output in the paint. 20 points in the paint, 15 points from the bench here tonight for the Trojans.
We can get this put up there. So if we're talking over the girls there, Riffle led the way there with 9, Stetler with 8, Veers with 8, McKinney with 7, Holly with 5, and King with 3 for Wawasee. Of course, Horn had a big night there with 21 points. Coulter with 13, Hackelman with 9, Wilkerson with 4, Beer with 3, and Kroll with 2. And then team stats there. Field goals, Triton 14 of 41, Wawasee 20 of 48. 3-pointers, Triton just got 4 of their 12 to drop. Wawasee just 3 of 16 for them. Free throws there, 8-15, 9 of 12. Rebounds, Triton actually out-rebounded 21-17, but those turnovers there, 21-13. Of course, that's the total team fouls, 16-7. You also had,
Wawasee only had 4 points off of turnovers coming in to start the second half. They got 7 of those there in that 3rd quarter. And really, if you're gonna go back and look, that 3rd quarter, that 11-0 run where you allowed them to score those points off turnovers, it's really kind of the difference here. So you got some things you got to clean up. The turnovers they've got to get cleaned up. But tonight, better inside the arc. We saw them really just do a lot better job. The ball boom was better when they relaxed and settled down. If that's what this group is. They're young. They're learning. I know I hit this every game, but yet tonight this was a team who put a very good effort against, I'm going to say, is a very, very good team in Wawasee.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody says. They may not be deep, but this is a group that the NLC better keep an eye on because Wawasee is going to shake up that conference here this year, and I'm a full-fledged believer of that. So Ryan's going to run the instant replays, and with that being said, we're going to hang it up here with the commentary. And until next time, remember the Trojan way. Double team down to Veers, good find by Miley Groves. Triton's out in front. Double team down to Veers, good find by Miley Groves. Triton's out in front.
Nice.
No look pass down into Horn, good move underneath. Banks open.
Nice, good movement there.
No look pass down into Horn. Good move underneath.
Yep.
Banks open.
Nice, good movement there.
Couture, catch and shoot three. Can't connect. Horn's put back is good. Couture, catch and shoot three. Can't connect. Horn's put back is good. Couture by herself for three. Extends it to 6. Couture by herself for three. Extends it to 6. Away. Up to Couture. Here comes Nadia Stellar trying to get a swing at it. Now an 8-point lead. Away. Up to Couture. Here comes Nadia Stellar trying to get a swing at it. Now an 8-point lead. Set to tackle and 1-on-2 fast break. She'll drive the left hand. It's up and it's good. 10-point ball game. Set to tackle and 1-on-2 fast break. She'll drive the left hand. It's up and it's good. 10-point ball game. Win the quarter here. Riffle for three. Counted for Riffle and Triton stops the run. To win the quarter here. Riffle for three. Counted for Riffle and Triton stops the run. Horn's got it. Oh, Hackelman by herself a free look. It's good. The assist to Horn. Horn's got it. Oh, Hackelman by herself a free look. It's good. The assist to Horn. Drives. Feeds it to Hackelman who flashes through the middle, goes up and gets the first points here. And for drives. Feeds it to Hackelman who flashes through the middle, goes up and gets the first points here. And for not down the floor. Horn gets a free look up the floor and makes Triton pay for that one. Not down the floor. Horn gets a free look up the floor and makes Triton pay for that one. Holly rolls through the middle with the floater. It's there. Sierra Holly with the big basket. Holly rolls through the middle with the floater. It's there. Sierra Holly with the big basket. Now goes to Riffle. She'll try a three. Riffle connects from the right wing. Riffle now goes to Riffle. She'll try a three. Riffle connects from the right wing. Wing feeds it down into Couture. Couture fadeaway jumper draws the foul and one opportunity. Wing feeds it down into Couture. Couture fadeaway jumper draws the foul and one opportunity. Underneath and tries to do so, but Wilkins with the left hand. High out the window, leads back to 12. Underneath and tries to do so, but Wilkins with the left hand. High out the window, leads back to 12. Continuing to battle, trying to get freed up. Gets freed up. McKinney, machine gun McKinney. Continuing to battle, trying to get freed up. Gets freed up. McKinney, machine gun McKinney. A few of that vocabulary left is Wilkinson with the right hand. Banks it in. A few of that vocabulary left is Wilkinson with the right hand. Banks it in. McKinney drives again. McKinney, machine gun McKinney again, relentless with another. McKinney drives again. McKinney, machine gun McKinney again, relentless with another. Looking to inbound, goes high to Couture. Good pass by Wilkerson. Looking to inbound, goes high to Couture. Good pass by Wilkerson. An inbound assist.